everybody. Welcome to the Joyful Findings Show this beautiful April 14th of 2023. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm so glad that I am here so that we could have these conversations that I feel like we are going to have today. Hello, my darlings out there that are already saying hello out there. If you're watching anywhere that you're watching it right now, say hello. Whether you're on Rumble or YouTube or Twitter, and I believe you're on my Facebook page too. So if you guys are out there, say hello. And even after the show is in archives, please leave a comment. Leave some kind of hello. Say hello out there. Let's be in touch, my friends. Let's be in touch. So it's been one of those weeks again. I hope you guys are all feeling it. It's been one of those weeks again. So how have you guys been enjoying the energy this week? How has that been feeling for you? You've been rolling with it. And thank you, Robert, for my super chat. Thank you. You'll be first when I'm ready to give messages. So I want to thank you guys for all being here, being a part of this time, being a part of this space, and everything that you are experiencing in the now. I feel like we are being tested and tried on so many different levels, on the physical, on the spiritual, on the mental, on everything. We are being tried. But like my message is going to say, it's going to say to keep faith and just keep moving forward, okay? Because a lot of us are having a little bit of different experiences, but things that are either setting us back, hurting us, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it might be, whether it's a fear that keeps coming up again, whatever it is, okay? It's like all knocking at our door right now. It's like, hey, again, they want to show me the avalanche. Okay. So it's like whatever you have had going on in your past, whatever you have accumulated through your experiences, you are being tried once again. Okay. And we are stronger than that because we are not going to go backwards into a path that does not bring joy. Unless there is joy attached to that, then we will follow that path. Okay, but we have done this for so many eons, okay, my friends, for a long time. So if you can just imagine the long time that we have done this, okay, we are putting it all, we're kind of like wrapping it up with a bow right now. Okay. So even though it's all coming at us like this avalanche, like all this stuff, right? It's all just, maybe it feels like it's on your shoulders. Maybe it feels like it's on your chest. Maybe it feels like it's on your back. Wherever you feel like it's feeling right now, let's just say, back off, back off. And then let's stand back a minute rather than being in it, right? Because when we're in it, and that's where I've been the last few weeks, so that's probably why I'm talking about this. When you're in it, how do you release yourself from it? Okay, you can't just let it keep coming on you. You can't let it keep coming on you, okay? It's about take a step back, whatever, analyze things a little differently, whatever, okay? I want you guys to figure out what that means in your own lives because each of you are having different experiences right now and whatever it is that you have going on. Okay. So yes. And I felt like there was a huge energy shift of some sort as well today, Dia. I do feel that. So hello, Feng Shui My Space. Hello, Dia. Hello, Robert. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Barbara. Hello, my darlings. Hello. All right, I think I got you all right now. If there's anybody else tongue-tied. If anybody else is out there, definitely feel free to drop your name in the chat box. Say hello. And if you guys have any questions this evening, I want you guys to really tap in and find out what that is. What is that core thing that you need to know right now to empower you? Okay, because right now, empowerment isn't very... because right now some of us feel disempowered, right? By whatever might be happening, right? Right? So whatever it might be, just release it all. Release it all. Okay. So they wanted me to, I wasn't going to share this story, but now I guess I am. So if you guys remember last week, I shared the story about hurting my toe, my left toe. Well, this week I hurt my right toe. Okay. Because I was moving too fast. I was doing something that I shouldn't have been doing, but I hurt that one too. So I have balance now so that I've hurt both of my feet. So I think I'm on a pretty good level playing field here now. So just pay attention to the things that are going on around you, okay? And all of that you're feeling, okay? And know that you're being validated by the things that are flowing in front of you. Those crumbs that you need to understand more of who you are and what you're about to create is falling into your lap, okay? Because you're believing and you're having that faith that you need to have to make that happen, okay? And sometimes it takes longer than we anticipate, because I can see things that are supposed to be like so fast, but then time is like tick, 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 tick. Come on, let's move this clock forward, right? Let's move this forward. Thank you, Barbara, for saying I look pretty in purple. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, so I did, what was that all about? I got stiff joints going on, you guys. Barbara, I might need that massage. So what else do they want me to share? I kind of like having this little office chair back again so I can move and the energy can flow through me. I don't feel like I'm stuck in one spot anymore. So that's kind of fun. So you guys might get a little seasick watching me move around. It's been a little while since I've had this chair. So what are you guys feeling out there? Share some experiences. I want you guys to share a little bit. Share. Because when we share, we kind of like, we bond with each other. And I feel like we need to bond. I feel like we have bonding that needs to take place this evening. And they're going to get me to start burping already. They want me to get out my selenite wand. At least we're not running into the throat chakra problem yet. So we're doing a great job tonight, you guys. That means you guys have really been working at speaking your truth. I feel like that's wide open today until maybe someone joins us that needs some assistance in that. Because right now, all the things that have been coming at us, right? It's almost like we have to be like, see, again, they're showing me the bubble when I do that. Okay. So it's like putting up this bubble around you, and you're in whatever color bubble you want to be, and you're being all protected on all different sources or sides, right? And sources, I don't know where that came from. But anyways, so that'll come later, I bet. But anyways, when you guys are in this protective bubble, right, you can shake off whatever you're feeling that you may have absorbed from the outside. Whether it's the people you've been around, the traffic you've been in, because traffic has been atrocious. I can't tell you how many times I've almost been sideswiped this week. My horn is my friend. I was like, don't you see me? What, am I invisible to you guys? And sometimes I really think I am invisible to them. I'm in an SUV, guys. I'm not in a small little tiny car, but they can't see. So that's been a little crazy. People are being a little crazy. So they want me to talk about that a little bit too. So people are kind of like, how do they want me to explain this? Well, anyways, some of the people are a little off their rocker, right? They want me to use this, be as polite as I can be. So there's a lot of people that need our assistance, because this is what I've been getting, right? And this is what I've been talking about since I've met all of you through this show, and probably even before that. But these people are stuck in patterns, right? Everybody gets into a pattern of some belief system or something like that, even if it is not of true truth. Okay. So I feel like there's people out there that are kind of like freaking out. They're freaking out. Okay. On many different levels. So it's like, we need to be the balance. So however that is for you to find your balance, even with all the stuff that's coming at you, right? It's always about being the calm in the storm. And right now it feels like there's a storm, right? Energetically, there feels like there's this, it's not a physical storm this time that you would see or, but just imagine just the energy from a large tropical storm or anything just going all across the land. Even if you've never experienced that, just see that it's all being shaken up. I feel like everything has been come to the surface now, and then everything's kind of like, oh, it's kind of like a vacuum cleaner. This is cool. Okay, so anyways, all this stuff is being like shaken up right now and being agitated. It's kind of like the meme that I put out there last week too about the ants. I don't know if I said that to you guys or if I just put it out on my Facebook or social media. But if you take 100 red ants and you take 100 black ants and you put them in the same jar, they'll get along. They'll find ways to get along. But as soon as you shake that jar, they're going to want to, hurt each other and destroy each other. So really, it's not them that's doing it. It's whoever's shaking the jar. Right. And I feel like this jar is being shaken on Earth right now. So it's like we're a snow globe. Oh, the analogies that I get. But anyways, it's like the snow globe, and you want to kick up all the snow so that you can see everything. It comes up off the floor. It comes up off everything. And again, this works like a storm, right? Because there's this motion that's going on. So it's coming up, it's coming out, and it's being cleared. And it's being shown to all of us. Okay, it's being shown to all of us, whether we're looking at it or not right now. And I feel like it's very important that everybody opens their eyes so they can see things very clearly. Okay, and get into what your truth is, because it's going to help change the earth. Okay, it's going to help change in many different ways that I can't even put into words yet, because I'm only allowed so much information at a certain time. And you'll notice all of you know that. You don't know what you know until you know it. So it's how we contracted to do this job while we were down here, because really this life is like a job, right? It's like going to college or playing in a play, and everybody has chosen who they are going to act out. Whether you're male, you're female, you're rich, you're poor, whatever this experience is that you've decided, you wanted to do in this lifetime. So, but then again, we're going to talk about clearing up ancestral stuff. So I had a little bit of automatic writing for you guys. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. So I'm hoping I can read this because they wrote in cursive and I'm not good at reading my own writing when they do this. Welcome, dear one. Your earth is changing. You are changing. Keep going. Sometimes it feels hard. Keep your faith and keep going. The ending is the beginning. Much like the phoenix, you rise from the ashes. Your Christ consciousness is aware. It's been a powerful week energy-wise. Keep going. You need to recharge and go. Many dreams are fast approaching. Don't give up on your dreams. You all are creating out of joy and community is forever changing things on this plane. Many are working on ancestral blockages. We are breaking the pattern in this life, the here and the now. So with all of that, I'm just going to say, bravo to wherever you are right now, and to keep going and to create what it is that you want to create, because we're in the here and the now, right? It's always here and now. Sometimes we worry about what could happen then, or we stay stuck in the past, but really we need to pull ourselves back to center and be right here in this moment. Okay. So I want you guys to feel that. And Dia said, hello, Linnell. So glad you're here. And hello, Joyce. Glad you can join us as well. Dia says, chaos precedes change, and the world is changing instead of embracing the change. Many are resisting. Yes, there's a little of that too, because even before we were ready to start changing, we were very stubborn. We were resistant about opening up to our true selves. It might have been, maybe it was somebody else that tried to block it, and we were trying to live up to their expectations and not tapping into our spiritual self. But I feel like, our spiritual self is really more important than this human vessel, because it lives on forever. This vessel only has an expiration date. Okay. We never know when that is until it happens, but it has an expiration date. Our soul never dies. It's forever living. Our spirit is always. So it's like when we tap into that and finding out what our truth is, then it kind of like opens up our eyes to everything that's transpiring in front of us right now. Okay. And there's been a lot that's not just been hidden in this lifetime, but I'm talking many, 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 many lifetimes. Okay. If you guys just think about this for a minute, you guys, just think about this. If we had all those cool technologies when Atlantis was here on Earth, why would they all just disappear? Why would we have to start from scratch again when we had the ability to do so much? Just think about that for a minute. Just think. Okay. Because we have the ability to do so much more than we have been taught that these human vessels can do. Okay. Well, I don't know what that is yet because I have not experienced it yet. But I can tell you, it feels like it's building up in us, right? Those memories, right? Because most of us, probably a lot of us, actually had probably a lifetime in Atlantis. Okay. And I know there's a couple people out here that are listening now that definitely did. So if that resonates with you, just tap into that, because we've had beauty before. We've had the easy technology to help us create and all that. What's being created right now is a distraction. And I want all of you to like tap into your spiritual selves, because that's what's going to help bring God to the surface. God back into our lives, back down into this earth, down into this frequency. And then we could all like feel so much lighter. And I could feel that as soon as I said that. So that was pretty amazing too. I love what they're doing tonight. They're bringing through all this beautiful energy. Are you guys feeling this? Raise your hand out there if you're feeling this energy that's going on right now. Feel it. Feel it. We're releasing a lot because I feel like there's like this cloud. I'm going to call it a cloud in my crown to third eye. Okay, so I feel like there's like this little fogginess that's going on. And I've been feeling this for a couple days. Like I'm not feeling of this earth. Like I'm going through all the motions, but I'm not of this earth. Okay, so if I'm feeling this, I know there's got to be a few of you out there that are feeling this, or you're going to be feeling this in your very near future. So I'm probably giving you a heads up, okay, so that you can feel that when this does come forward, you're feeling into it, okay? There's so much that's happened, and there's so much energy, and there's so much taking place. And Linnell says so true. Yes. My gosh, yes. All right, so who out there is feeling all of this? Is there anything out there that you would like to share that may help you release and allow what is next? And again, we are all creating with each other. It's kind of like we've all been given, where's my little blank piece of paper? It's like we've all been given this beautiful, beautiful blank canvas. Okay. Oh, that one actually had writing on it. Huh. All right. I guess that was a message we were supposed to read. But anyways, we're starting out with a beautiful blank slate, right? We've all created. Okay. So it's like this. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to go from this way, but we're going to go from this way. But just imagine from this way, right? Because so imagine this is continuous. This is like our timeline. I'm making you guys a timeline. Okay. And so whatever's happened in your past, right? I want you to let go of that, because we're here now. And we're in this whole brand new space right here. And we're going to continue on forever, right? Because we can, if we so choose. So I want you guys to feel into that. So this said, love, peace on earth with 3 hearts. So that was a message we were supposed to be doing. See, Joyce keeps getting stuck. All right. Feng Shui is going on Rumble. See you there. All right, darling, go over to Rumble. Rumble on. Boo-boo. Thank you for all of those over there on Rumble. Thank you for all. Thank you for all of you. No matter where you're watching from, or when you're watching, or when you're listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your higher selves are all ready to talk to each and every one of you. If you feel like you are disconnected, I want you to find that quiet space or go for that walk or get in the shower, wherever that meditative space is for you. And I want you to tap into you, tap into what your truth is. Release what you know, release the mind, release the mind. Okay, because it's very hard to release the mind because it wants to do earth things. Okay, I understand. But it's time to just like let that go a little bit and let's go, all right, where do we go from here? How do we create? What is it that I'm looking for? Who are the people that I need to be in contact with? Whatever it is that I need to make it move forward. Okay. And that's awesome. The power blanked, Joyce. Woo! Yeah, so the energy's been kind of crazy. So I have lights flickering all through my house lately. So, but I know what that's from. All right, so now we're getting to the throat chakra. So whoever's joined us about the throat chakra, thank you for joining us. And I just want you to clear your throat. It's just like a little tickle. It's not thick like it used to be. We've done a lot of work in this area. So just kind of like release it all. So I'm going to leave that with you because it's not that bad this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means you guys have been doing the work. Whoop-oo. Like the new background. Actually, it's my old background, but it's new again because I've been. So those of you that live in Sarasota, this used to be Ringling Towers. This is where the Ritz-Carlton sits now. My mother-in-law is a local artist, so that's something I've had since long time. And this was when it was all run down and stuff. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But thank you. The Ringling Towers. Woo! Yeah, because Sarasota is a circus town. I don't know how many of you guys know that out there, but Ringling was like, he was a big wig here. We have a museum. He used to have all kinds of hotels. He used to have everything, because he would have to, house everybody from the circus and everybody. And then all the big wigs, they had all kinds of different places for them to stay all around town. A lot of the historic buildings have been torn down for all this, which is sad. But hey, here we are. Good job, Kelly. Good job. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go for, this is a great time to have a word from my sponsor, and then after that, we'll get into messages. So if you guys are interested in doing your spring cleaning, maybe you should contact Marsha Morse of Feng Shui My Space and get your house looked at. She looks at the diagram of your house. She gets all, technical. Which way does your house face and all that? She gets very technical. I need to talk to her about more things that I need to put in my bedroom. I think I said that last week. But anyways, you guys check it out. Feng Shui My Space. So you guys give Marsha a shout at fengshuimyspace.com and you hook up your appointment and see what you can find out about your house and what you can do to maybe change the energy in it. Maybe you just need a little energy shift. That's all. Maybe that's all. All right. All right. Lenka says, also elephants were used while building Ringling Bridge, I heard. Good evening, everyone. Have been listening from my garden. Good for you, listening from your garden. I know it's been a beautiful night out there. Sarasota is an amazing place. You guys should all visit it at one point or another. Especially the sand on the beach. You guys, I have never experienced sand so soft on Siesta Key Beach in my life. I call it powdered sugar. That's what it feels like. So I might sound like I'm putting an ad out there, but really, it's amazing. Amazing. Just don't come when we have red tide, because that's not amazing. All right. Hello, Samir. Hello. All right. Robert's first because he dropped me a super chat. Thank you, Robert. Let's write your name this evening and see what we get from Mr. Robert. Oh, they're official. They want me to write your last name today, too. All right, Robert. Let's see what you got going on. So, Robert, you've been a busy little beaver. You've been busy. All right, you need to take a rest. I don't know if you need a vacation or if you're ready to take a vacation, but it's like you almost need to be recharged, okay? And I feel like through this recharge, it would be really good for you because it's going to help you tap into more energy that you understand about yourself. And I think it's going to help lead you in a new direction. Not that you're going on the wrong direction, but I feel like there's paths that you would like to open that you have not opened yet. So I'm seeing you opening up to new journeys, new adventures, and new relationships. Okay, so there's something that needs to take place in this recharge. Okay, so I'm getting a recharge. So that's about a vacation, taking a couple days off, just chilling out, whatever it is that you need to do to recharge. It's time for you to recharge. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Robert. Thank you, darling. Thank you. All right. Hello. I joined during the commercial and was wondering what is happening. Ha 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 ha. That was the commercial, Samir. Because I have a beautiful sponsor who loves my show and loves me. Thank you, Marshall. And plus, she wants to get the word out to you guys as well. So, Ruth, hello. My daughter's besties moved there. They are medical couple, ER, I believe. They're living here in Sarasota? No way. That's interesting. That's awesome. That's awesome. They probably live closer to the hospital, so closer to downtown and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Kavita. Yeah, interesting. Hello, darlings. Hello. All right, let's see. What are you guys doing out there? All right, so you guys. So with the messages moving forward through the rest of this half hour, okay, I want you guys. Okay, they want me to. I need to put my feet flat on the floor for this. I want you guys to be open to the energies, the vibrations, whatever it is that you're going to be feeling for the next 30 minutes. Okay, they really want you to really feel into everything. Okay, feel into everything. So just want you to know that. They have two shepherds, so they rented a house for sure, I'm guessing. Hopefully they got a house with a fenced-in backyard. Working in the ER, at least they can afford to live here because it's not cheap. It's not cheap anywhere anymore, actually. I talked to a lot of people, and, the rents have gone up everywhere. It's crazy days, people. Crazy days. All right, let's see. Did I miss anybody here? I see you guys. I'm just reading through a couple of messages and see if you guys said anything. All right, so starting from right now at 8:30, even if you've already asked me for a message, I want you to ask me again. Okay? That's how it's going to go tonight. All right, Joyce is first. I'd love a message. Thank you. So if you've already asked, and I want you to ask again because I saw there were a couple up there, but I totally spaced it. So, and I have a hard time focusing lately, you guys. It's like I was having a conversation with Link, and then I was like, I looked at her and I go, what was I just talking about? What was I just trying to explain? So there's that. All right, Joyce, and then Samir, Ruth. You guys put your names in there. Who else? Who else? All right, let's see. All right, we'll go with Joyce. Joyce, Joyce, Joyce. Ha. Joyce, to get unstuck, you just have to keep moving forward. You have to pick your feet up and move. So even though you feel like you're getting stuck or people might be getting in your way to hold you back or whatever, you're free to move forward. Okay, you're free to move forward into whatever it is that you want to create, and not stop listening to other people, because sometimes I feel like you listen to other people too much and they kind of confuse the situation, and we're not supposed to allow other people to confuse the situation anymore. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear. All right. And then after Ruth will be Kavita and then Barbara. All right, you guys. We're on a roll now. I just did Joyce. All right, Samir, let's see what's shaking in your world. All right, so you have a lot of stuff that's revolved around family and community. So whether people are having a hard time or you're trying to assist or something's going on, but I'm getting that you're supposed to step back a little bit and you're supposed to stand in your own space right now and be like, all right, what is it that I need to create right now that I can help assist who is in my immediate family? And then what goes like this. And I can't remember if you're self-employed or whatever, but I feel like there's some kind of expansion into self-employment or something that's going to create more revenue. Okay. And I don't remember what you do, but there's something that you're creating that's going to create more revenue. Okay. And then after Barbara, I'm going to leave that with you. It's going to be Linnell and then Robin. You guys, I can't stop burping. All right. So I did Samir and now we got Ruth. Ruth Saltman. Check out Ruth's show on Wednesday night. I was asleep by 7:30 and I couldn't watch it. Ruth. Woo! All right, Ruth, you got a lot going on. You're so busy. I mean, you're just like a little creator. And it's almost like getting it down on paper. I don't know if you've done this yet or not, but I feel like you putting together like a business plan. You know what I mean? I feel like you're getting all like, technical with this. I feel like I feel like everything needs to be written out. So I feel like there's some kind of plan, and it feels like a business plan, right? Because it's expanding, right? And it can be forever expanding, but I feel like you're expanding that. So just keep going, Ruth. I see beautiful outcome. So keep going. Keep going, dear. All right, Kavita. Oh, look, Samir's dreaming of self-employment. Then do it. Do it. Do it. See, you need to go back and listen to the beginning of the show. Just do it. Go forward. All right, who am I doing now? I just did Ruth. Kavita. If I didn't write you all down, I'd lose my mind here. Because then I'd be like, who did I just read for? You have a lot of different things going on, Kavita. You have a lot of choices that you could be making. You are not being okay. There is so much that you have to choose from, because I feel like I have, like, if you could imagine like words all over around your head and there's like things that you want to create, there's so many. Okay. And they're like, rein it in a little bit. It's like, what is it that you truly want to desire? All these things are fabulous, but they want you to rein it in. So it's like, what are you bringing in so that you can create the true path that you want to be on? Because I feel like there's like it's like floating vocabulary around me. You know what I mean? So it's like they're wanting you to decide what it is that you truly want, so then you can start to create that. And I feel like sometimes you don't always trust your higher self. You get into this conflict with yourself, and you're supposed to let that go. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kavita. Thank you. All right. And then Miss Barbara in North Carolina. Let's see what's going on in Barbara's life. Barbara, darling. All right, I'm getting hello. I don't know. I almost feel like I'm joking with you, but I feel like there's this echo going on, and they're like, hello. and they're trying to get in touch with you. You have 4 different spirits that are trying to talk to you all at once, I feel like, you know what I mean? So I'm getting journaling is going to be important for you. I also feel like, if you haven't started this group yet or tried to, it's not going to be with the people that are directly in your neighborhood. Okay. So it's like you have to find, like-minded people outside of that. You know what I mean? So whatever that means for you. So I feel like it's outside of your little community, but it helps create a new community because you don't want it too close to home. But I also feel like travel's coming up for you. So I feel like you're traveling again. But I feel like you travel all the time now. I feel like you're just like a little gypsy that has a home base again. But I feel like there's going to be more traveling coming for you. And maybe with your kids. I feel like traveling with the family. I feel like there's a family trip coming up. So I'm going to leave that with you, Barbara. Thank you, darling. All right. And then Linnell. Hello, Linnell, darling. I have not read for you in a while. Let's see what's going on in Linnell's world. Linnell. All right, so Linnell, you are okay. You're. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing these days, but I feel like you are on this path, right? And you're finding some balance, but it needs to be your balance. Like I feel like I'm on this like teeter totter, right? And I'm trying to get into the middle where this is on the board, right? You know what I mean? So if we're like this, and I'm trying to balance where I need to be in my life right now. They want you to do that. Okay. So I feel like you're on this, like, because I feel like you're all over the place sometimes. That's where the teeter totter comes in like this. You know what I mean? But I feel like you're going to be finding your balance and you're not going to be afraid to be able to stand, with one foot on this or whatever. I feel like you're moving up a level, but it's also about you also taking your power back from others. I don't know who you've given it up to, but it's time for you to take it back. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Linnell, but you're finding your balance. Beautiful. And I also get like book, or you got something to share with people. You definitely have something to share with people. So share it. All right. Linnell and then Robin. And let's see, did anyone else say anything? I'll have to look after this. Robin. And then Robin's show is on Tuesday nights. You guys check that out. Robin. Okay, so I'm getting like, this is so funny. I feel like, did your mom ever make soup? Because I feel like I'm getting your mother. Okay, because I feel like I have this ladle of like chicken noodle soup, like this big old silver, stainless steel, and it's got this hook thing on it. It's like sturdy. It's really sturdy. But anyways, I feel like she's giving you some chicken noodle soup for the soul type of thing. You know what I mean? It's about releasing and allowing. It's about slowing down. It's about not going so fast. It's not about, it's being in this perfect now, right? And sometimes we feel like we're getting tripped up or whatever. Just being in the now and taking your power back from all these outside sources that think you're like this puppet and they want to pull your strings. So I feel like you're breaking free from that as well. And you're going to feel better as the months move forward because you're empowering yourself again. And by taking all those power back from outside sources and bringing it back to center. So I'll leave that with you, my friend. All right. And thank you for that, Barbara. Thank you for that Venmo. Much appreciated, darling. Much appreciated. It just came through. I don't know when you sent it, but thank you, dear. I appreciate you too. Hello, Devin. Hello. Getting off the teetering. That's right, girl. Getting off it. Charlotte, hello. Anything coming up for me in the next months? Well, let's tap in. All right. So if anybody else is out there and would like a reading or a message this evening, because it's not a full reading, it's just a message. Will you guys write it in the chat? Boop, boop. Hello, Devin. Hello, Charlotte. So glad you guys could be here. All right. So Charlotte asked for one. Let's do Charlotte. Let's see what's shaking in Charlotte's world. All right, so Charlotte, there's been things that you have wanted to change about yourself or the situation that you are now changing. And you're starting to find your voice in this because you're not putting up with a lot of crap anymore, but you are making great changes for yourself. So, like, you are growing. Like, I feel like you're like this beautiful rose, and you are now being nurtured, you're being watered, you're being cared for. And this is all that you're doing for yourself right now. So be whatever color rose you want to be, and you need to be prickly sometimes. If people touch you the wrong way and they touch a thorn, then that's their problem. That's something they created. So it's about you finding the beauty within yourself and keep growing past all of that, because really the beauty is in the flower, right? So you are that flower. So you have to remember how beautiful and delicate you are. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. Robin says, my mother made chicken and dumplings and other soups. Amazing, because I was just thinking about her potato soup. Thank you for the spot on message. You're very welcome. Man, I could go for some soup right now. That sounds really good. Or some chicken and dumplings. That sounds good too. All right, so who else out there is feeling like they need a message this evening? Anybody? 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 If not, I can still talk for another 15 minutes. I got no problem talking. I have no problem. No problem talking. All right, I'll put my little pad down and see what happens. There must not be many of you out there this evening. I never get to see how many of you are actually out there unless you write something in the chat box. That's the only way I know you guys are here. Only way. All right, my darlings. So let's see what else they would like me to share with you guys until one of you wants a message. All right. So since I said in the, we need to feel the energy, I want you guys to tap into all of that. I want you guys to see yourself as like, it's so funny because now I'm saying, I want you guys all to see yourselves like an extension cord. So you can see that the energy has to run through you. It has to come from an energy source, and then the energy flows through you, and then you can send the energy on to something else. Okay, so that's the best way to describe it. And then it also, creates that web with each other, right? It creates that sacred geometry because we're all within this different time and space, okay? I don't know how else to describe that, but I hope you guys understand what that means. If not, it'll come to you later. Devin says, I could use a message, please, and thank you. Well, all right, Devin. Let me write your name down here, sir. Devin. Devin. All right, Devin. You've been very busy. I see you've been very busy. There's also a lot you've been thinking about. There's a lot weighing on your mind. There's things that you want to make decisions about or changes about, but you keep holding them back. Okay. And it's almost like you don't want to upset the waters, but it's almost like the energy, it's almost like being dammed up, and you have to allow your energy to flow. Because when you dam up your energy, you feel it more. Okay. And I feel like it affects your health a little bit. So I just want you to see yourself as this open, beautiful vessel. Ooh, the energy goes up and down, in and out, wherever you want it to go, cleaning out all the energy around your body and all that, and grounding you into your earth, right? Because your farm is so very important to you. So it's grounding you down into that earth so that you are going to create this new, I don't know, you're going to see something new that's going to pop up for you there on the farm. So I want you to be open to whatever that is that you see, Devin, because I feel like there's something that's going to be popping up for you. Okay. Maybe it's oil. Wouldn't that be crazy? Just kidding. Maybe I'm not. I don't know, but that's what they just said. But that would be crazy. That'd be crazy cool though, right? Because look at the income that would create, Devin. You could work you could quit the other job. But anyways, I feel like, just be open to everything that's coming to you and allow the energy to flow through you. Allow it to continue to flow through you. And if you have things that you need to sort out, sometimes writing them down could really help you. So I'm going to leave that with you, Devin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for my donations this evening from Barbara and Robert. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. And those of you that also send, I also want to say thank you to those of you that send donations not by electronic devices. I want to thank you for those as well. Thank you. You're much appreciated. You're very valued in my life, every single one of you. Okay, so what else would they like me to share with y'all this evening? What are y'all feeling out there? You guys have not been sharing much of your feelings. What are you guys feeling out there? I feel like I'm going to get all southern on you guys. I wonder who that is that's coming through. Oh, all right. So what else would they like to share? I'll just get into, okay. Okay, so the energy moving forward is still going to be very intense. It's coming in as waves. All right. Woo-hoo. Do I have anything I should be aware? All right. And oh, look, you guys are all popping in now. All right, hold on. All right, Lanka could use a message, and then I'll get on to what I was just saying. Lanka, anything you need to be aware of? That's a good question. Actually, you're pretty aware already. Now it's about everything's changing in a lot of different ways. The way the structures are happening, even within your own life and work and everything else and all that fun stuff, right? But it's all being shaken up into a different place, right? Woo-hoo. But you're pretty aware. You know a lot more than you let on. You know so much more. Now it's just finding the avenue for you to be able to share that in a way that feels comfortable for you. Okay? That's what you need to be aware of. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. Devin says, thank you. Melissa Oil Tycoon. Laugh out loud. Now, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be great? It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. Woo-hoo. That would be amazing for your whole family out there. All right. Is there anybody else out there that wants a message this evening? I know there's a couple of you out there listening still. All right. I'm going to give Marsha one, my beautiful show supporter, because she's been super busy lately. Let's see what's shaking in her world. Whew, you have been busy. Zip, 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 zip. I feel like you're zipping all over the place. You're just like zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. And it's like you don't have time for other people right now, but you need to make time for yourself. Okay? You make a lot of time for other people, but you have to make not just work. I mean like downtime. Like you need to like recharge. You need a recharge is what I'm getting, Marsha. So remember to take that time, maybe get in the bath, take an extra long bath, whatever it is, maybe when you go for acupuncture, maybe get a massage while you're there or something, a little something extra for yourself to feel replenished because you're going to need the energy moving forward. All right. Ruth says, great message, Melissa. I have been really busy and it's mostly just in my head, laugh out loud, getting tons of new ideas and information, trying to formulate a plan for sure. Yes. Yes. Even if you're just scribbling all these ideas down on a piece of paper, you guys, or you're tap at your computer, start writing down what you've been thinking and wanting to create for yourselves. Okay. I want you guys to really tap into what it is that you want to create. And sometimes we don't know. Maybe we only know a little tiny bit. And then we start writing it and it starts growing into this beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to tap into that, my friends. Tap into that. Okay. All right. So I don't see anyone else asking for messages right now. Woo-hoo. That's funny. Marsha said I had acupuncture yesterday. Well, see, you should have had a massage too next week or whenever you go back again. So the energy is going to be propelling us forward. Okay. Whether we are ready or not. This is why It's funny because I saw this saying when I went to Arizona one time, walk softly on the earth. You know what I mean? I think that's what it said. But it's like we need to like walk softly and aware, right? It's like we need to be aware, just like if we were driving our car, we'd want to know what's driving next to us or whatever. We just want to be aware of what's going on around us. And in that awareness, don't get sucked into it, right? There might be drama or something. Be the observer right now. Okay, I want you guys to be the observer of everything that's going on around you, even if it affects you personally. Okay, step back a minute, be the observer, and see what it looks like from that point of view. Okay, it's like sometimes, like I said earlier, it's like taking that little brain of ours, and setting it aside for a minute so that we're not caught in the patterns that we've always been caught in. Okay, and these are some of the same things that I would love to say to a lot of people that probably don't watch my show. If there was a way to awaken more people, I would love to know how to do that. Energetically, physically, emotionally, whatever, so that they can get out of whatever. Okay, it's like being stuck in the loop. Oh, I knew my paintings were going to come into this tonight. This is so awesome. That's part of the reason I started spring cleaning and stuff. So you guys, I painted this. I can't even remember how many years ago. I really need to start writing on them when I paint them. But anyways, I don't know how well you guys can see this. Okay, that's a good angle right there. So you guys, we've been in this loop for a long time, right? We've been in this loop for a very long time. And it's like, you can see the layers of it, right? We can see the layers of it. And then we're in the blue. And I'm just realizing this now that we're in the blue. That's awesome. Because blue is about truth, right? It's about speaking our truth. It's about standing in our truth. But we've been in this, like, so imagine yourself, right? You remember those little Hot Wheels cars we used to have and to do the little loop-de-loop? And then you're like, woo, then we're out of here. Well, I feel like we're on our way out, okay? We're breaking all these patterns that we've been stuck in for a really, really long time, and we are ready to break out, okay? So I feel like it's just an amazing time for all of us to really gather our strengths and what it is we want to create. I don't care what it is you want to create, whether you want to create a store, you want to create a story, you want to create whatever, your arts and crafts, being self-employed, right? I want you to have no fear as you move forward because it's about having faith and having trust, right? It's just like when I said here in the automatic writing, what was that line that they said? We're all rising from the ashes. We're all creating new again. So why not create exactly what we want? Why not create that? Right? You guys have the ability to do so much more. And we're going to find out what those things are as we move forward. Okay? It's just going to take us a little time. Not much more time because many of you that are awakening are opening up fast. Like some of us, we've been doing this our whole lives, and you guys are just like, woo, the switch is on, and you guys are like, bam, on, just on. Which is cool because you still have questions. We still have questions. We still want to be able to trust ourselves. Sometimes we feel like we need that validation. You know what I mean? We feel like we need that validation. But you guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you. Thank you for loving my show and thank you for loving my art. Yeah, every once in a while, I'm like, I hear in my head, go get the paints and the paper or the canvas or whatever it is. Throw this on there. Throw that on there. Do this. Do that. And then I'm like, all right, what does it all mean? It's like me trying to decipher it. All right. Dia, absolutely, honey. Let's flip my little paper over where I have some space over here. You guys are amazing. Dia. Bringing in the heat. Huh. All right. So, Dia, this is awesome. So I don't know exactly what it means, but it feels awesome. Okay. So I'm getting 3 arrows underneath your name. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going this way. 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 And I feel like I'm going this way. So I feel like I'm in a zigzag. Okay. So I feel like whatever it is, you're zipping through it as well. It kind of reminds me of you just kind of like, manipulating time and space of some sort. But I feel like it's like you're just like weaving. I don't know if you've been driving around a lot, but I feel like you've been, I feel like you've been making this weave of energy back and forth to whatever places that you've had to come in contact with. So wherever your light is being drawn to, it's very important as you move forward. So I'm going to leave that with you. And they're saying zippity doo dah to you too. So I don't know what that means, but zippity doo dah day. Yeah. Zippy. I need to look that up later. Zippy. Zippy is important. All right. So sometimes I feel like, sometimes we could get a word in our heads, or we wake up with a word in our mind, or whatever it is, and we need to do further research about what that means for us. And sometimes that leads us down a rabbit hole that we never even imagined that we were going to go through, but here we are. And then it leads you into these amazing spaces. So I want you guys to recognize all the signs and the symbols that are showing up for you this week, whether it's the repeated numbers, whatever it is, because I saw 3 everywhere. I think we saw it twice in the parking lot today when Link and I were out earlier. You know what I mean? So it's like the numbers are always popping up for you, whatever it is that you need to be seeing for yourself. Just like when I sat down to write my automatic writing tonight, it was 7:47, and that number is very significant to me in any way, shape, or form that it comes together. Whether it's 447 or some whatever it is, those that they're very significant for me. But anyways, as you guys move forward through this week, because we are halfway through this month already, okay, we're just like zipping through this one too, okay? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy that's going to be released in a lot of different ways next week. So I want you guys to be aware of your surroundings. I want you guys to be aware of what you're doing, who you're doing it with, whatever. I want you to be a little bit more cautious. Okay, because I've messed up my feet in 2 weeks, and sometimes I move too fast. So I'm like, slow down, Melissa. So if this is important for me, it must be important for some of you out there as well. So I want you guys to be balanced in your truth. Feel your energy, be the lighthouse so that you are still of assistance to those that are around you and need your assistance, whether you're giving them that assistance or not, because a lot of times we do not know what we're doing. Energy does what it does without us knowing what it does. Okay, unless we're aware. Oh, my energy seems to be going to that person over there. I wonder what it's going there for. Whatever it was needed there. So you guys are beautiful light beings, okay? And these beautiful human vessels that you chose to experience this life in. And now, as we move forward, we are going to be changing ourselves and humanity around us, right? Because we're doing it from a higher vibration than we ever have in a long time. And that's going to help change a lot of different things for all of us. Me, you, our children, our grandchildren, and for many generations beyond that we can imagine that will take place in this time and space that we call Earth. So you guys keep being amazing. Have an amazing week. Stay energized. Remember to take care of yourself and stay out of trouble. Love you guys. See you next week.